or somewhat portable battery slash hand warmer. By the way, guys, 10 out of 10. Recommend these. Um, but yeah, we're at the park. You already know. Here with the big blue red, biggie blue, or I guess you could call it big blue, even though it's red and blue, or blue and red. Well, main color blue, accent color red, but it's kind of more red than it is blue now. Well, I kind of need a new seat, so maybe I'll see if I can get like a red seat or like a black seat with like blue undertones or something. But yeah, here we are at the park. Because we're live, I'm not gonna say which park, but we're here, safe, enjoying the view. Well, I was enjoying the view. Then this man and I guess his nephew came strolling by and yeah, and then the kid comes walking down, kid comes walking down right there, stops, keep trying to walk, and then the dude man pulls guessing or I guess grandson most likely pulled him and say, I know what you're trying to do, trying to get to the bike, and it's like dang, wish his bike was a little smaller. Otherwise, I say let him ride it, but yeah. It's got metal pedals too, so that's very dangerous. Anyway, but it made me think about my nephew, and that I wanted to get him a bike because he kept looking at mine and kept touching it, and it was like, well, I would rather just buy him a bike, but like, not just any bike though, like a bike that he can do anything on, like BMX, mountain bike, just an all rounder, not too stiff, not too, but having a very hard time finding such. But it's okay. We will survive and thrive. It's a little warm, so I'm assuming some snakes are out and about. And they're cold blooded, so definitely be out and about. I feel like I'm growing to be cold blooded because how often I'm out here. Which sucks because I only have very few spots I could charge my phone, and people. That's another thing. Yeah, apparently these some of these smoke shops, like these owners or employees or whatever, must know each other because I walked into one, dude accused me of stealing. And it's like, bruh, I ain't still nothing. So, the fact is, the product was still in the store. And it wasn't on me. I emptied my pockets. I made sure I was like, hey man, open my jacket up, showing that my hoodie, nothing in my hoodie pocket. But this, obviously, for people pulling my nose or wipe my face. But it's like, dude. And that revelation of I need to stop smoking, I need to stop drinking because none of this is good. Not that they're bad decisions, but more so bad things happened after those decisions. I don't know. I just want to find my way in life, do good, change the world for the good, while still being able to do some of the things I want to do. Like, yes, work hard, but can we work hard and play hard at the same time? Sometimes no. Like, yeah, sometimes it's just work hard, but other times we should be able to play and work hard, you know? Like, I want to do something fun, but also not too fun, so then I'm not just like more likely to just goof off, you know? Want to I'm not sure what that's like though. Don't know what that's going to be, but we'll figure it out. All I know is that right now I need to find a way to get a job of some sort, and then we'll be on it. Job equals potential. No job equals zero potential. Zero potential equals dead equals not good. So let's find a job. Let's make some money. Whatever it is, these kids say nowadays. Not sure. I'm a loner. But I do know is that I'm having a roof, like a prop roof over my head. You know what I'm saying? Oh wow, there's balloons stuck up there. Wonder when those come down. Or if they'll ever come down. Oh no, they're stuck on the it's like spikes up there, I guess, to keep you from climbing on the beams. Not sure how you would get up there, but yeah. Didn't know that people had Assassin's Creed level grip strength, you know, where you just hang from the beams up above. Just tick tack, tick tack. Eventually make your way up top. But I wouldn't be surprised if people have tried living up there before. People are amazing in their creativity. A hammock, that would be nice. A hammock would be lovely. But unfortunately, I don't have hammock money. Really money for anything, honestly. Not even money for a crayon. The only reason I say crayons is because I saw a crayon on the ground. But, yeah. Hope one day we'll have more money to do than we know what to do with, you know? More money than we know what to do with. We need to work on that shit. But, now, I wonder if I'm dyslexic, but like very small amounts, because I swear sometimes I'll twist up my damn words and speaking. It kind of pisses me off. You know what else pisses me off? What's it called? Creepers. People creeping. All of that annoys me. And it's just like, I'm gonna rob me or try to. At least just do it quick and just get it over with, because whatever happens, happens. Like, I'm gonna rob me or rob me. If not, it is what it is. But the fact is, don't be creeping like a creeper. Creeper. There's like stickers, there's like tape up there. I guess like people tried like, I don't know what people were doing. Or it could be for like the balloons that I was seeing. But that makes me wonder, like, why would you want to come here for a birthday party? Like, yes, it's very open, a lot of seating. I'm sure the park wouldn't mind you grilling as long as you were in a very, in like, I'm sure they have grills, honestly, but even, oh yeah, they do, they got a grill over there. But, and I got one over there too. Yes, I got grills quite a bit around, but it's just one of those, and that's nothing I don't understand. Why would you put mulch right below a grill? Don't put mulch below a grill. That's just, you're asking to get a lung infection. And if you obviously, I feel like most people know nowadays that mulch is made with manure. But point is, that's not something you want to breathe in. Like, I've smelled burning mulch, and it does not smell or taste good at all. If you're wondering how that happened, I don't remember, but all I know is that smell not great, taste even worse. Uh, but yeah, you usually want to use like a concrete pad or use some dirt. Dirt's always best because there's coals that drop on the ground and the concrete's wet. Oh, pop, pop, pop. But if it's dry, it'll poppy, pop, pop. Anyways, looking at the box right here, I wonder if it's an outlet. Oh, it is an outlet. There's an outlet right here. I wonder if it works. I'll set the test, so I'm assuming it's live. But I don't want to. What is this for? Heavy duty safety switch. Well, it's on, so I'm not gonna touch it. Nor would I touch it even if it was off because it's off for a reason. That's usually how it works. Yeah, if you guys ever see like a power switch like this and it's set to off, don't turn it on. I mean, I feel like it's not needed to be said, but like some people are just, I won't say dumb, but special. This one's also set to test, but it's looking a little like it needs some help. So I'd probably take my chances over here with this one versus that one over there. But even then, I know these lights work, and these fans are always soon to be running. Also, you guys can see these balloons and these stuff, right? There's just so many, and it's like I know for a fact that like 3 of these, 4 of these weren't here. Maybe 1 or 2 were here, but the rest were just not here. So it definitely tells me there's quite a big party here at some point, and like a few months, last few months. So also, I never noticed that this park is big. And actually, in fact, I'm about to go explore it a little bit. And see, guys, will you ever ride a bicycle and get one of these wheelie bikes, or you ride BMX? Get some riding shorts. Riding shorts. You know, I know riding shorts are great because shout out to the Hulk. The Hulk, should I say. Because not the Incredible Hulk, but the Hulk. We're not talking about fiction here, we're talking about non-fiction, real people. The Hulk, aka my friend, he has a pair, and he explained that, you know, how you gotta constantly pull down your drawers and shit. He was saying you don't gotta do these with riding shorts because riding shorts ensure that it's so far down that it's basically like you're wearing a pair of shorts underneath your pants, but it's spandex, so it stretches and moves and all the right ways so that you don't need to adjust while riding. Because riding a bike and doing wheelies all day in underwear that's not very, I say very elastic spandex, which you would probably think, how can spandex not be elastic? You'd be kind of surprised. Now, I'm going to take the long way out because I never get to do stuff like this in Philly. Like, guys, like, if I was a kid out here, oh my God, the amount of videos I would make. Like, the ideas, the inspirations, just from, like, the scenery. And then, oh man, the YouTube videos, guys, the videos I was watching as a kid, also connection might cut out, but the videos I was watching as a kid, oh my God, man, I would have loved to live out here because other videos I watched as a kid were like camping and hunting videos, and it's like, that's stuff that I can do out here. Whereas in Philadelphia, like, yeah, we can just go with outside the city limits and do stuff like that, but my mom wasn't going to be letting me do stuff like that in the city. I feel like the country is a little bit more dangerous than the city, but in the sense of people being dangerous, I feel like in the city, people are more dangerous than the country. Because the country, you're really worried about wildlife, cars, like stuff like, you know, gravel, messy road. stuff like that. Whereas in the city, you're just worried about people doing people stuff, like robbing, whatever. But yeah. Oh wow. Like look, gravel parking lots. Like this is stuff like that. Like that's just small stuff out here that's like, oh, that's kind of annoying. Like a gravel parking lot's annoying. It's like maybe so, but like to me, far from annoying. I love it because it means that I gotta be thoughtful of where I ride. Because if I ride in that parking lot, there's a good chance I can catch a flat. And there's a very low chance I don't with the right tires and stuff like that. But it's a very great chance. That's something. Is that, see, it's a random cul-de-sac, just, or roundabout. Like, why? I don't know. I mean, it's dumpsters, it's a dog park. But it's specifically a dog park. And I guess it used to be a trail over there. Maybe like an old trail. And now it's just not used like ever anymore. Because I don't know if you know, like sometimes some trails just like get changed over by language, like, either drastically over time or very fast over time. You know, like one year it can look like this, the next year it looks completely different, or it can take 5 years for that to happen, right? Depends on the weather and stuff like that, but stuff can change. So maybe the trail just kind of got washed away. People forgot, rarely used it. Because I've seen like spots where it's like, oh, that's the trail splits off here. That's the head. And we split off and hit different trails and hike different ways, but I feel like we shouldn't take them because they clearly haven't been used in a long ass time, and that basically means that I would have to be rediscovering said trail system, which I don't feel like doing today. Hiking through the woods sounds like a task for the day. And then look, we're back here. So I would have just gone around if I just kept taking this sidewalk, but I'm not gonna check that fountain. I know it's off. I think it's rusted. If you see a fountain and it has rust on it, it's a good chance it's off. It's not being used. Like look right here. Trail. And I'm sure it splits off in like 4 different trails, and it's like they're all lost time and people not using them, and then people forgetting them. And that's another thing. It's like some of these stuff is like there's like even private trails that people like carved out themselves that you wouldn't even have thought was a trail. You just thought it was like clearings of some sort. But it's like, no, I made that trail with me and my homies when we were like 6, 7. The whole time it's like that trail has existed for like 15 years, 13 years, something like that. And it's just now, because people aren't aware that it exists, because they never decided to pass knowledge, nor if people was over here like that, now it's gone. I mean, that's what I would assume. Because like, that's kind of how it's in Philly. Like, I'll forget a whole complete route around the city, and it's like lost time. Then I like might end up finding myself, and I'm like, oh wait, there's this one route that I could take. 3 gone. I'm there where I need to go, or it's just a very scenic route that's good for capturing like POVs and yeah. Oof. I want to show some of this park off. I want to show this park off a little bit, but so that's the Dorchester, and then here we are. So I don't think this says EMS access. No smoke could be on this plane. Cool. So like that's an obvious no smoking sign. So I know not to smoke over here, but it's kind of obvious. This is a whole baseball, kickball. Well, mainly baseball because there's giant baseballs over there. Then there's a map here as well, which is nice because I'm kind of wondering. Coaches and players only, and it's locked. Stands are open, but see, you know, and this is This is other stuff that I never get to see, like says the city of trust and authorized teams, individuals, and leagues use Westcott Park fields. Unauthorized use is strictly prohibited. Basically saying if you want to play here, get their permission. If you want to do any sort of anything here, do it there. And they're actually hiring, which is glad that I've seen it because I need a job. Do not block this over. Storage first aid. They got bathrooms here. That's often. So that's the women's. So where is the women's bathroom? I'm assuming on the other side. Oh wow, they got multiple fields. They got 3 fields. I never even knew that. They got 1, 2, and 3. And yeah, the men's are on the other side. I'm doing bad at filming. In fact, I'm gonna just do a circle around, cause look. There we go. We got press box area. So that's office, men's bathroom. I'm assuming some sort of maybe singles family bathroom or something. Then we got, like I said, women's. Then we got storage, first aid. Like I said, here's the first field. Here's the second. And then there's the third. Which is kind of cool because even Myers doesn't have plenty of real estate for multiple fields. Even a football field, they really want it. But I want to go over here first because this seems to be a dead end. So let's see here. We got benches, a mulch pile that looks like hearts, and then we got a little mini trail system going back here. Let's check this out real quick. And this is all natural speed. This is not me pedaling. Ooh, you know, watch where I'm going. And there's water, so I need to really be careful. Otherwise, wet, and I don't want to be wet. Being wet sucks. And let's see here. We're just going around and around and around and around. Runoff Creek, I guess. Here's the back side of the field. That I'm guessing is the third one. And here we go. Cut right down the middle. This is where I wanted to go initially, but I'm glad I didn't because I went all the way around to end up in this beautiful and lovely spot. Oh, and then look at this. We got us a nice and wiggly, and I dubbed this as a Philadelphian in Snake Hill. If you are from Philly and you grew up in the Southwest, South Philly, I mean really any part of the city, honestly, you've heard the term Snake Hill. I believe there's only one real Snake Hill, but I believe that Snake Hill is just a term for really any steep hill that winds like a snake. So I dubbed the second Snake Hill MX2TO S2M. Here, shit, if you want a 2TO, you already know we outside. You already know. And literally, I was about to say, I did this the second Snake Hill from, like, obviously Snake Hill's a Philly thing, but I ended up saying the second Snake Hill because it winds like a snake and it looks steep enough for you to actually gain some real momentum, to learn some tricks, or to let's learn brake control. Yeah, we outside. Exactly. I got see, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about right now. Hold on, give me 1 second. But I ain't gonna lie, I don't know where I should prop my phone up if I could. Like, if I was to wheelie from here, I'm trying to think. I definitely could wheelie up this. I'm trying to think if I can. Shit, we got bands on the bars. Let me grab a band off. See what I can do. Prop the phone up. I want to get some like POVs or something. Been meaning to test this theory for a minute anyway. See if this is even like possible. Especially because I got a new phone. Can you really? Bro, I was wheeling before Bike Life was screaming across the internet, man. Asking if I could wheelie, bro. That's like asking Tyler if they can walk. When the term, like, how about this? I was watching Dirt Bike Rail do wheelies and wheelies and wheelies before he died, and then when he died, that's when Bike Life became a thing. At that point, I was already learning to do wheelies, man. But get this phone propped up. But come on, don't be asking silly questions like, "Can you wheelie?" You know dang well I can wheelie. Trying to think. I think the move might be to do it this way. Let's see here. Let's get some wheelies. Well, I don't know. I've never tried this out before, so this might be a bad idea. I might break my phone, crack it. Who knows? Let's see. I don't even know how this is gonna look. That looks kind of sketch. So this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we just wheelie up. But I'm gonna restart the live real quick.